Hey everyone, I thought I would do a quick video on my blog, and I'm actually going to do it from my couch because I'm a little exhausted today. But I wanted to discuss with you guys our my first team meeting for Gavin, and it was yesterday, and it actually went really well. So these are these monthly meetings that I've been kind of talking to you guys about that I have been scheduling with his team. Yesterday we had his resource teacher in there as well as his own general ed teacher and his speech therapist. So it was a really good meeting, and so far so good, especially with Gavin's behaviors. It's just he's on top of it, and he's definitely using those coping strategies. And he is socializing. I mean, he's a social butterfly in general, but he's doing really well with that. And one of my major concerns going into this first meeting was this pull-out schedule that I had shared with you guys. I felt like he was being taken out too much throughout the week, and with our children, the main focus that we definitely want to push on is keeping our kids in the most least restricted environment. And I felt like as many times as he was being pulled out, that wasn't the case with that. And I also felt like it was affecting his engagement with his fellow peers because he was being taken out during some crucial times where there was a lot of engagement with other students, and that's the time where he can really work on those social skills that he is working on and implemented in a real life class setting. So there was a lot of confusion. I kind of came home just a little frustrated because I had requested on my end that I didn't want Gavin to be pulled out 4 days a week for math. I wanted him to be pulled out just 2 days a week. Gavin's very bright. He, again, is reading above his grade level, has to work on his comprehension and with word problems. And so in our last IEP meeting that we had at the end of last year, there was never real discussion on pulling him out for math, but to be pulled out for English. So, as you probably noticed when I got this pull-out schedule, I was like, oh, what is going on? So yesterday when I requested that he be pulled out just twice a week instead of 4 times a week, I was told that we would have to do another IEP meeting, and then that would have to be implemented in. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like if I have to make this change, we're going to have to wait for like 4 to 5 weeks to call another IEP meeting for everybody to get here. Like, even though I'm telling you as the parent, I don't want him to be pulled out for math because he doesn't need help. And his general ed teacher was even saying, there is no need for that. He's doing fine with the math curriculum in our course. He comes in, picks up from where everybody else is at, and there's no issues. So, as I was hearing this, saying with going back to saying how we would have to call another IEP meeting just to modify his SAI, special academic instruction pullout schedule, I was just like, I can't. I mean, no, like I don't want that. Like I want him to stop being pulled out 4 times a week starting Monday. Like that's what I want now. So there was a lot of confusion about that, and there was no administrator there at this meeting. So, you know, people were just saying things that they've seen in the past. And then another thing was told to me that, well, if you do take him out from 4 to 2 days for math, then, his services would then get modified, or his minutes for those services would get modified down. And that's not what I wanted. I just wanted him to go 2 days, still have those minutes, okay, still keep him there as needed. I didn't know I would have to put up a fight. I mean, if the child needs the services, give them the services. They may not need it now because their skill level is okay, but if they have further, situations or difficulty, then bring back those minutes. I mean, why do we have to do a whole other IEP meeting. That takes like 5 weeks, 4 weeks. Anyway, make a long story short, I contacted our behaviorist, Lori, and she was like, this doesn't really sound right. Send an email to the school psychologist and look at your IEP. Look at it thoroughly. And I did. And the bottom of our IEP, it specifically says that he's getting 60 minutes for whatever, I think it's like English and math, but there was no specific detail information about him being pulled out for math. So I took a picture of that and I sent it in to the school psychologist and said, hey, this is what I want to see. I want to see 2 days of pull out for math, not 4. And I told her about the great meeting that we had and how everybody was on board with this decision. And this wasn't just my decision on the math pullout. This was the decision from the general ed teacher and even from the resource teacher, because he's up to par. And I got an email back this morning, and the school psychologist was like, okay, we don't need to meet for an IEP meeting. We actually can just modify his SAI, which is the resource schedule, and we'll just bring him back. We'll bring him back down to 2, but we don't need to have an IEP meeting. We'll do this modification. We'll do a trial run for 1 month. So at the end of October, we will see how he's doing and go from there. So that was like so awesome to hear, because I was really stressed out about that. But yeah, so we have him now 2 days pulled out for math instead of 4. And I think this is going to be, very beneficial for him. And having great line of communication with your team is just, for your child, is just so crucial. Like, I can't say it over and over and over again. And see, not everybody on your team might know the rules or the procedures on how certain things are run. Like, for an example, yesterday, not a lot of us knew how to modify Gavin from 4 to 2 unless we had to meet with the whole IEP meeting, doing all that. So different things were said. So I think it was a learning experience for everybody there. And then we just had the school psychologist kind of clear it up. So anyways, I modified his schedule, and I'm super excited because now he's going to be in the class doing the things he loves, which is like coding and computer lab time and library time and art. So again, our goal is for a least restricted environment, and I'm just really happy and grateful that yesterday was awesome, and so we can just only move forward from here. I hope you guys have a lovely, amazing weekend, and I wish you the best. God bless you all, and yeah, bye.